take my lead from you. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I won't do what you tell me to do. I don't care what you think that you know. I'm not gonna take my lead from you. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Go with the flow, yeah. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow, yeah. Go with the flow.
Now make that booty work, twerk. 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 Now make that booty work, twerk. 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 Make that booty work, baby. It's just like you're doing squats. Hit the flow, make it drop, firecracker, make it pop.
Stop fagging out. Please be seated. Welcome to Flow State. What's going on? Carrie, Naomi, Christine, True Keys, Chuck. Nothing is what it seems to be. I don't think I've seen you before, but cool name. Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights. What's going on? Sports Fantastic. Sports Fantastic. Do you and Daniel Barry know each other? Salute. You dropped that salute before even I saluted before I even saw that, and you dropped it before I saluted. That's cool. The universe works in mysterious ways. Wrongful Rage, what's going on? Cynthia's here. All right. Earlier today, I was just flipping around like I do through different live streams. I stopped on Project VO podcast, and I saw what he was reviewing, and it blew my mind that he was accepting this news story at face value. So I had to jump up and give him some shit for it. But we're going to watch this news story again. If you looked at the thumbnail, it's the immigration thing. Fox News story. This is fucking crazy that anybody would believe this. I'll just shut up and we'll watch it. Have you guys seen this yet? The guy that's like, fuck Trump, I ain't going back to Haiti. It's the fake. This is the most mockingbirded bullshit.
Well, President Trump's illegal immigration crackdown is off to a fast start. Fox News has learned that in a 33-hour period between Tuesday morning and Wednesday night, ICE agents arrested over 460 migrants, many with long criminal histories. But these operations aren't just limited to Boston. They're taking place all over the country. Bill Malugin is getting an exclusive look at this massive, important operation in the sanctuary city of Boston. Live now to Bill.
Well, Emily, we've heard officials here in Boston and in Massachusetts say repeatedly they are not going to cooperate with ICE or mass deportation efforts by the Trump administration. And ICE says, well, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to cooperate with us. We're still going to go into your city and we're going to do the job. And we were with ICE Boston yesterday for about 10 hours as we got to watch them firsthand carry out immigration enforcement. Take a look.
Good morning, everyone.
It's a frigid 5 degrees in the pre-dawn hours just outside of Boston, where this team of elite ICE officers is briefing on their targets for the day.
We're going to be targeting some extremely violent offenders today.
Within moments, the officers are on the move, with eyes on their first target.
Looks like we got movement, target vehicle coming out.
They quickly take him into custody. He's an MS-13 gang member wanted in El Salvador for aggravated murder. And he has an Interpol red notice out for his arrest.
We are targeting very violent threats to our community.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
Did you hear that? We're going to back it up and we're going to slow it down. Let me get these. Where's my... There we go. Get that out of there. Going to go to normal speed.
Threats to our community.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
I'm not going back to Haiti. Angry face.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden.
Fuck Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro.
Forever, bro. Thank Obama for
Thank Obama for everything he did for me, bro.
everything that he did for me, bro.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is not real. Nobody gets arrested and feels like that's the time to make political statements. If you've ever been arrested, you know that it's an adrenaline situation. You know that you don't get to make a press release. You don't get to have the windows rolled down. The windows are up. You're locked. You're handcuffed. It's to think that they just left this dude unattended, window open, and he of his own, just because this is what he actually thinks, that this dude was actually getting arrested and going, I love Biden. I love Obama. I hate Trump. It's just absurd. It's absurd. It's super fake. Like, what are the odds that they get the one guy who's? I mean, just the way that all this shit comes together is not possible in my mind. You don't leave the guy with the window roll all the way down so he can hang out. That face is too scary, too mean. He's looking directly at the camera. I'm not even sure. I noticed this while I was cropping the thumbnail and doing the background eraser. I'm not sure that those are real dreadlocks. If you look at like kind of where, like, I don't know, the widow's peak, like the front of his hair is, it looks like, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too far into that, but
Threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
what a perfect criminal for Fox News. What an astonishingly perfect person for them to arrest. An illegal immigrant. He speaks English. He's got political views. He's loud about them. And he says exactly the things that you would want him to say if you're the Trump administration.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets.
Like, I could maybe see a fuck Trump, but to then thank Obama, the two predecessors, it's wild. This is wild.
Including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction. And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting,
White people will not understand this issue and find it to be fake because it doesn't affect them. That's wrong. First of all, Cynthia, I'm more Mexican than you are because I can speak Spanish a little bit. No, this just isn't true. I don't know why you think that I'm not taking the issue seriously. I don't take this news story seriously. But we'll get into immigration a little bit more. I've got kind of a hot take on immigration that's fairly nuanced because I think that it's a nuanced topic. But my baseline is to not like law enforcement and to not like them rushing in and snatching people up like this, like they've done me. Of course, I didn't get to hang out an open window and make a press release, but I don't know. Maybe you should stop being prejudiced and assuming that this is not being taken seriously. This news story is clearly fake. Just because a situation might be real doesn't mean that every piece of media that comes out is real. Or that it should be taken as real.
Priorities with the new Trump administration. This man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
I'm making a joke of this news story. This news story is a joke. This is a joke. This news story is a joke. What we're watching is acting. Now, look, I don't know what to do with you. If you can't understand that there's a distinction between the issue it's describing and the thing itself, then I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
ICE Boston says they will continue to go into sanctuary jurisdictions and do their job.
Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities. Unfortunately, a lot were released by sanctuary policies, but we're here to tell the Commonwealth and the rest of the country that we're going to find them whether they're released or not.
And guys, a quick note on some of the blurring we did in that story. We decided to hide the faces of the ICE officers, obviously, because a lot of them work undercover. We also blurred some of the faces of the suspects if their cases are still pending, if they've been arrested but haven't been convicted yet. We also learned after we were
some of the suspects, if they've been arrested but not convicted yet, why the fuck would you do that? Because when you get booked into jail, that's public information, right? People getting arrested don't really have a right to have their images defended or blurred. The reason that you would blur the images of somebody who's arrested is either A, they're snitches, or what they call them, collateral, or B, they're actors.
We were done filming that ICE picked up another target on the other side of the city. This was a previously deported Honduran illegal alien who was arrested locally and is facing charges for raping a woman while holding a gun in her mouth, guys. Those are the kind of targets ICE is picking up out here. We'll send it back to you.
Bill Malugin, thank you. Kaylee, an absolutely frightening collection of individuals. Took 33.
All right, now before we get into this, listen to the commentary here and ask yourself, does this seem like organic discussion, or does it sound like explicitly political talking points that clearly favor the current administration?
3 hours to get 461 out of the way. Amazing what a little bit of leadership, a little bit of gumption, and the mandate from the American people can do.
And Emily, we were sitting there watching this, and you said 18 convictions for that Haitian individual. I mean,
I still have a crush on her, by the way.
we're stunned to hear him say, bleep Trump. Thank you, Biden. Thank you, Obama. Biden forever, bro. Pay attention to what he is saying. That Biden and Obama enabled someone with 18 criminal convictions to sit in our country without any sort of accountability. There's a lot of people they need to add to that list. Mr. Haitian migrant, criminal who's no longer going to be here. Add Michelle Wu, the mayor of Boston. Add Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago. Add Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. Democrats have enabled this. And what a smart move from this administration to put these images out there within 48 hours. Because I can tell you this, the media is trying to focus on crying immigrants whose CBP apps were canceled, their appointments were canceled. They're trying to find the collateral migrants who are swept up. Tom Homan said that would happen because Democrats are not being compliant. They're trying to find those stories. And the Trump administration says, here are the criminals that are going to make the next Laken Riley happen in this country. This is what we're doing, protecting women, girls, American citizens.
And as Kaylee.
Cynthia, will you quit fucking fighting with me? I agree with you.
He talks about the Laken Riley Act. Tom Homan warns these individuals, you will be arrested for these collateral individuals. You will be arrested for resisting this.
Yeah, you know, we do need to take a good look at the first law they broke, though. Because that is really the problem. They came into this country illegally.
I didn't believe in the David Icke lizard people, but her eyes are fucking. This is a reptilian.
And the last administration wanted to legalize their illegal behavior and just turn them into our neighbors. And that's how these people have gotten to the point where, well, can we vote too? Eric Adams, don't forget what he said when he was a candidate before he decided he might need Trump to clean up this mess that he and the governor of New York have put on the citizens here in the state with illegal immigration. He said, oh, I'll see if you can vote, even if you're not here illegally. So can we all just agree that when you break our law of sovereignty at the border, it counts, it matters. And they are going after the most violent among them and the criminals. And if they sweep up some, as you said, Kaylee, I believe, look, they're not playing ball with ICE, but they're also sweeping up people because those people are with the illegal guys who are committing the violent crimes because they're here illegally too. I can't say that enough. And does that mean that everybody gets pushed out? What it ought to mean is everybody at least gets vetted.
Freights, I want to talk to you about something specific having to do with California. So we know that ICE issued over 420 detainers, which means that they demand to be notified when a national is released from custody. These ones that they're requesting are in custody for things like homicide, battery, rape, kidnapping, and the like. But they're in the city of San Jose, for example, when Miss Bambi Larson was murdered by an illegal immigrant who had 6 detainer requests from ICE. And that is why, in part, Michael Gates from Huntington Beach in your neck of the woods in Southern California is suing California, saying we are not a sanctuary city. You are hurting American citizens. So this is something that we're going to see reflected in these ongoing tensions now. But I see Tom Homan and the rest of the United States succeeding over this.
And it's important to note that when you talk about Huntington Beach, it's in Orange County, and Orange County is a redder part of California, not as red as it used to be. But remember, in the election, 11 counties in California went red. So it was a big deal, a big shift. California is not going to cooperate. Bill Melugin, nobody's done better work on this stuff than Bill Melugin when he was talking about it in his script, saying Boston is not going to cooperate. Yes, but Boston is also not resisting a lot of this stuff. They're not putting up any kind of resistance, which is a very good point, because even Eric Adams is saying, you know what, we're gonna play ball. We're gonna play ball, and even Denver, we're gonna play ball a little bit. California's not there yet. California is pushing back, saying we are going to resist, we are going to protect. Chicago is saying we are going to protect our people. But you can see as they start seeing these images of MS-13 members and gang members being gathered up and sent to their home countries, you're going to see more public opinion come out and say this is what we need. It's not Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez saying they're deporting legal people. It's not what's happening. They are reporting the worst of the worst, like they said they would do.
That's why the protection of the people means complying with ICE and actually helping this rather than resisting.
Well, and part of Bill Melugin's reporting, he commented on a woman, a neighbor, who, as they were bringing someone out, she yelled out of her window, "Thank you." This is what people voted for. We talk about Laken Riley and protecting the next Laken Riley. This was such a concern of so many Americans, women, moms, families, that their communities had just been turned into crime scenes because of these open border policies. And so I think that was, to me, just really crystallized a promise made and a promise being kept. And I hope we see more of it. And I'm with you. I love that we're getting these images because that totally debunks the left's whole narrative on this.
Yeah, and those
promise made and a promise being kept.
Lives can never be restored. Those injuries can never be repaired. That trauma is permanent. So now this is just the first step in hoping rectifying that. Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno.
So that's I don't really watch mainstream news at all anymore. Is it always this ball washy or this water carrying? Like, this is literally Trump propaganda. Maybe it's all this way and I've just been out of the loop, but that shit was crazy. And yes, Cynthia, we would hate a world without Mexicans. I'm more on your side than against you. Way more. Let's see. Let me pull up the next one. I have a few videos on this thing saved. We're not going to watch all of them or the whole things of probably any of them. This one we're not going to watch, but it's worth pointing out. Dun, dun, dun. Border agents arrest 460 plus migrants on Trump's 33 hours as president. It's a strange, unique number for them to use. 33 hours. Anyways. All right, let's watch.
President Trump's illegal.
We'll breeze through this real quick. I want to see what Anton Daniels thinks about this. I saw that he reviewed it, and then I'll drop the link, and we can get into immigration a little bit because I have kind of a hot take on immigration, at least for most of the people most of the crowds I interact in. I tend to be more liberal than most of y'all probably watching. Not more liberal than Cynthia, but I am more Mexican. I actually even had burritos for dinner tonight. But yeah, let's see what he says.
Immigration crackdown is off to a fast start. Fox News has learned that in a 33-hour period between Tuesday morning and Wednesday night, ICE agents arrested over 460 migrants, many with long criminal histories. But these operations aren't just limited to Boston. They're taking place all over the country. Bill Melugin is getting an exclusive look at this massive, important operation in the sanctuary city of Boston. Live now to Bill.
Well, Emily, we've heard officials here in Boston and in Massachusetts say repeatedly they are not going to cooperate with ICE or mass deportation efforts by the Trump administration. And ICE says, well, that's perfectly fine. About 10 hours of frigid targets for the day.
Looks like we got movement. Target vehicle.
For aggravated a gang member.
Real quick, because I need to read that. Hold on. Wait. We got to back that up. Let me go up to the upper right-hand corner real quick, because I need to read that. Exactly what he's saying.
An Interpol red notice out.
Threats to our community.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? No Biden forever, bro. This is crazy. These are people that are hanging out in our communities. They get to commit crimes over and over and over and over again, and then they just get released back to the general public to cause havoc again. And you know what the interesting thing about this whole situation is that they would lead you to believe, if you look at the marketing and social media and liberal thoughts, it would lead you to believe that, oh my God, this is so heartless, this is so bad. When in reality, when you get to really see it, and I'm glad that they're actually following the agents so that they can give us a real glimpse into what these agents have to deal with. Remember, these people are putting their lives on the line every single day to go and apprehend these people and to take care of business and get on top of things. And what we don't get to see, what we don't experience, is the fact that these monsters that are raping, killing, pillaging, they are bringing their cultures along with them. They are bringing their cultures with them, whatever it was that they are. You know how on the Millionaire Morning Show, if you guys are not
subscribed, anybody who's conservative should think that or religious Christian should think that that's a good thing. Hispanic culture is basically the last stronghold of traditional values. It's the only culture left with any sort of respect for masculine roles or any sort of bravado or machismo in it. And they're largely traditional, Catholic, religious, big families. Yeah. Anybody who's conservative should be thrilled to have that culture coming over.
subscribe to the Millionaire Morning Show, you need to make sure you tap into the Patreon. We got Stock Club this weekend. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Do you know how I say it doesn't matter where you go, you still taking you with you? I say that when it comes to relationships. I say it when it comes to money and finances, and you're not doing what you're supposed to do on the job. And that people make excuses. Often at times they say it's their boss's fault or it's the culture's fault. And everywhere that they go, they racist. And if you keep jumping from relationship to relationship, but you can't find anybody that actually submit to you, then all of a sudden it's just everybody else's fault and you take no accountability and responsibility for it. And I say, and I tell people on a regular basis, wherever you go, you take you with you. And so what we're experiencing here is a very similar situation where these immigrants and these people that are not doing what they're supposed to do, and they didn't do it in their countries, and they were monsters in their countries, and they got tattoos all over their faces, and they negative, and they probably did some of the most egregious crimes. That were let out of jail, they were let out of prisons, and then they was brought over here into the United States of America. They then came and terrorized our communities. So it even makes the people that are a part of the community looks bad because your crime rates are skyrocketing out of control. We've seen some examples of it over in New York City where migrants are torching people and setting them on fire and beating up police officers, and they have no regard because they've left, came back, left, get deported, came back. And now under the Biden administration and Obama, he's thanking Obama. He's saying, Trump, F you, Biden forever. Thank you, Obama, for everything that you've ever done for me. And this is the people that's walking around on the streets. But they will lead you to believe that Republicans are so evil when in reality, Republicans are trying to protect you from the things that you don't even know exist. We don't know who these people are. We don't know nothing about them. We don't know their family history. We don't know nothing except for the fact that they getting arrested, they committing crimes, they raping, killing, pillaging, tearing up our communities, and then they come over here and they get released in these sanctuary cities. These blue cities are assisting criminals instead of holding them accountable.
Clutch those pearls,
it's crazy,
harder.
bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro. Jesus Christ.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction. And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
That person was previously
As warned,
not be a criminal
and do their job.
It's common
At people that,
agree that we're going to find them whether they're released or not.
and it's unfortunate that these Democrats and these liberals and these people are basically working so much against the American people that they would rather not assist the police. They arrest these people and then they just release them out to the general public. They have orders to basically stand down and not do anything, not help the people, not serve the people, not add value, and just completely allow for these criminals to run rampant. And y'all think that they actually working on y'all behalf? Y'all think that they really looking out for y'all? Y'all really think that they got y'all back? Y'all really think that they holding y'all down? You know they not. You know they hate you. You know they don't actually hold you down. You know that they've profited from your demise, and you continue to stand by them and vote for them. Still over 70 million people voted for Kamala Harris and the Democrats, although you've seen this front and center, how they let all of these people into the country. And now we got to clean it up. We got to repair America. And the worst part about it is Tom Homan told them, which makes you think that either they're absolutely crazy or it's another incentive behind it. Tom Homan said it. He said, listen, either y'all can help us when y'all arrest these people or whatever, and we go and get them, or when we go and get them, we're not going to ignore the fact that there's other people around them that's illegally and they got to go too. But maybe that's for the best. Maybe we just need to continue to expose what we don't want to go back to if you were to ever consider or lose your mind again and forget how great this administration is 3-4 days into the presidency. We already seeing changes. You already going to probably see a drop in crime in your community, and you already going to see the fact that your daughter and your son can go outside and play without something egregious happening to somebody. It's unfortunate. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Glad we got the right people in office. We had to drag them to the finish line, though, right?
That was disappointing, but I guess not surprising. That Anton's basically he's doing what he thinks they'll want. Hi, Paul. Are you for the deportation then? You like the cops rounding people up and getting all gung ho? I'm not convinced that the Hispanic, the illegal immigration terror we've been hearing about for the last 4 years, 5 years is flow a lefty. I'm too lefty for anybody on the right, and I'm too right for anybody on the left. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen, and I know that this is anecdotal. This is personal. I live in Kansas City, and so there's a whole big ass country out there that I don't know what's going on in personally. But personally, I can say that what I've seen over the last 4 years is actually no significant difference at all in the number of Hispanic people or the number of what I think looks like illegal immigration. Crime stayed about the same here. One thing that has changed significantly is homelessness. You've got somebody at every exit ramp in the whole metro area. Homelessness has skyrocketed. The economic issues are real ones that I personally am able to see. But when I keep hearing all these horror stories about illegal immigrants, I don't see it. What it does look like to me is a Hegelian dialectic, right? Now we've got the hero, Jesus. Trump has returned. He's coming in. He's saving the day. Is it a real issue? Probably. Is it as big as it's being portrayed as? Probably not. Are illegal immigrants being treated as a boogeyman? I think so. And I'm sure that there's lots of people, I'm sure there's lots of you down there who are outraged at my hot take. Oh my God, they're doing this and this and that and that and that. Do you have firsthand experiences of this where you know that it's illegal immigrants, or have you just heard about it because you read the news, you watch the news? People got to stop watching the news so much. Or did you make assumptions, right? Like, my car got broken into, fucking illegal immigrants, right? With no way of knowing it. And I would bet that the number of people who have personally had negative experiences over the last 4 years with illegal immigrants, where it's a personal experience that they had, and they're sure that it's an illegal immigrant, I bet that number of people is way small. Let me make a poll. Flo, I've noticed a common theme with you. If you can't see it, you choose to deny it, which you're smarter than that, I think. That is a common theme, actually. And the reason is because media is not to be trusted. Do you trust the media? Does anybody at all want to say, I trust the media? Type a 1 in the chat if you trust the media or the government. Does anybody trust either of those entities? Both of those institutions have been caught lying to the American people a ton of times. Now, what I did do, Mandy, is I prefaced my observations with like a big, fat, cushy ass, thick fucking warning that this is just what I've experienced and it's very limited. My experience is very limited and it's not at all the entirety of the situation. That's why I put that big motherfucker in there, so that, to try to address this beforehand. So yes, when I'm being told something like the COOF's a fantastic example. We were all told up, down, everybody was hammered with how bad the COOF is. I never saw a goddamn thing, and I didn't do any sort of preventative things. Just completely ignored it as best I could. So when I'm being told for 4 years straight, repeatedly, that this is a massive, massive issue you should be terrified of, but I don't see anything that would confirm what these lying ass institutions tell me. And then immediately when we've got a new administration in, the first thing that he does is make a big dramatic show of solving the problem I've been told exists, but haven't seen any evidence of personally. I get suspicious. You should too. Mandy, I thought you were smarter than that. Yeah, that's how you'll know nothing and be happy. I know. I hate that I love Spotify. Who benefits from rounding up immigrants? Well, the enforcing agencies do. Trump does, to the extent that this is a good show for him, right? If for a big section of the country, I would say that immigration, illegal immigration in particular, is a mixed bag for the U.S. Obviously, there's some. The downsides are obvious. They get harped on all the time. What people don't ever really talk about is the upside to the U.S. to U.S. citizens of having illegal immigrants here. Having a labor force that is untaxed is a good thing for all of us. We all reap the benefits of not having to spend an extra $1 to get lettuce on our taco at Taco Bell. The net economic impact of illegal immigration is it's impossible to measure accurately. But when we discuss the economic impact of illegal immigration, all we talk about is government handouts. Nobody ever talks about the fact that they are coming here and being more productive than an American citizen counterpart would be. Shit, I'm going to have to drop the link. Soon. What's up, Fatty?
How you doing? Yeah,
I'm all
definitely kind of a they, them, and the others type of situation, you know?
Say that again. And by the way, if
They,
you're wondering why Fatty's here, it's because he is a club owner member, and the link has been dropped for club owner tiers. I'll drop it again, that Ko-fi link. Go ahead.
they, them, and the others. It's just a big fear game.
Oh yeah, no, I believe that it's like a Galen dialectic, and it's divide and conquer, and it's the boogeyman. It's the boogeyman.
Yep.
Nothing is more
Obama,
unifying than having an enemy to fight against.
That's it. That's even if it's made up, you know.
Yeah.
You were saying about the economic benefits. There's definitely a difference between legal and not legal and on the books. Even still, most of the illegals end up being on the books in the farm industries because they want to use that as a write-off. So they use their whatever the schedule is per state on their write-off for migrant labor that allows up to certain, like Washington State allows up to 10 grand per individual person. So you can still pay them about $25 an hour to do landscape and stuff. So last year there was $100 billion put into the system by illegal immigrants, right? So they're actually paying state taxes. They're getting shit deducted from them. They're paying into the social securities. They're paying into the other shit that they don't end up reaping the benefits from either. So there is kind of a trade-off there where a lot of the illegals, like you said, don't. How do we track people that are off the books?
Do we want to do it? Well, I mean, back up from it. Do we want to be tracked and on the books? How much Big Brother do we actually want in our whole society? If you look at it from that perspective, I'm sort of okay with it. I think that we're overtaxed, we're overtracked, and I don't know. I don't want any more Big Brother shit put in.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say OSHA is a good thing though, and even without unions, that the thing about unions is they're supposed to be safer, more of a living wage jobs, right? They've gotten corrupted.
Unions are
sure, but they still do, in essence, want to, their mission statement.
They have a virtue, or they have a cause that they, wave out in front of them as they go. Everybody does. Everything does. That just,
Right to work states are definitely a problem where they're taking advantage of that. Southern Idaho, for instance, has a lot of farms, a lot of dairy farms, a lot of potato farms. And I mean, shit, there's 200,000 migrant laborers, just for the farming industry. You know how it is with the hail industry and hail damage.
Oh, the crop insurance?
Oh, man. And roofing and siding and all of that. I mean, hail damage, man, there's $5 billion just State Farm alone. $5 billion a year just for hail. You don't see any white boys up doing roofing. You don't see any white boys traveling around the country doing siding and building houses and picking these crops, And
I worked in concrete long enough to know that, like, if you see like a crew come on the job that's Mexican, you're excited about that. If you see a crew come in that's made out of white and black guys, you're not so excited about it. And the younger they are, the less excited you get about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The white guys show up drunk on blackberry brandy at 7 a.m. if they show up before 9 o'clock. And most of the
game's over, losers. I have all the money. Compare your lives to mine and then kill yourselves.
Let me do this PayPal real quick. I almost said the name again. Smoking Auditor with $2.14, which is an odd amount. Says, "Hi, Flow State. How have you been? I've been good. And didn't Mexico elect a female president because the males were all corrupt? LOL. I mean, I don't know if they did, but I guarantee the females are corrupt too."
Down there. I mean,
whoever's Mexican president is
federal office. I'm not too keen on anybody in federal office. Local office, yeah, they're the people that are making the moves, that are making decisions, that are, your county commissioner's got more pull on your life. But some of the shit that is going on the past few days is definitely out of character for the country, out of pocket at best. But
yeah,
this immigration shit is just a big show. I dropped you a link to this Gen Z kid. He was one of the kids that's debating Andrew Wilson and stuff on the CNN and whatever. But he's a good kid. He's biased for sure. But this big 4-minute vid that he just put out has a lot of graphs and charts on it.
Is it on this topic?
Yeah, it is. It's it's basically all about immigration. And yeah, he's biased, straight up. He sounds like it because he is. He's pushing a deal, but it does have the charts in there for like the amount of immigrants that Obama got, deported compared to the Trump years. And in all reality, like, Obama was a deporting son of a bitch.
That's what I've been saying. The way that the single party system works is each side does the thing they accuse the other side of doing. That's why, like, I'm more nervous about Trump than I was about Biden, not because I think that Trump's talking points are worse. I think they're definitely better, but because I think that they use, they'll smuggle in more bloated spending and basically socialism under what's portrayed as a conservative president because people aren't looking for it. They're all invigorated because they caught the Mexicans who were taking our jobs.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to say that we're gonna, be pro police and back the blue and thin blue line, but I don't know, not when you're releasing guys that beat the shit out of cops. It's kind of.
All right, let's rush through this.
Because we're finally seeing the reality of Trump's very hyped up mass deportations that he promised on day one. And so far, they've just been the routine deportations with extra racism involved during each raid, leading to headlines like this one. Mayor rages as U.S. military vet nabbed in Trump's much hyped ICE raids. So they're profiling to such an extent that they detained a U.S. military vet before realizing he was here completely legally. And let me remind you, there's a baseline level of deportations that occur every single year. So what Trump's doing is he's carrying those out, but he's doing it with extra racism, sensationalizing it a little.
All right, yeah, I can't do it.
So he is. Go on about 10 more seconds and it goes into the graphs. He's definitely.
If he blames things on racism one more time, like.
The deportation rate from years 2008 to 2019. Now, during Obama's first term, you see that the deportations were much higher than they were during Trump's first term because there's just a baseline level that each president carries out, and Trump makes these huge promises. He overpromises and he underdelivers. So to fix that, he has to try to make a show out of it. He has to try to pull plastered on all TV stations. And honestly, Obama had a way better immigration message than Trump ever did. And he was deporting more people. So it's not about how much strong rhetoric you can use. It's not even strong. It's fascistic rhetoric about deporting 21 million illegal immigrants, which would in turn sink our economy and just hurt the U.S. overall. Obama didn't have to speak like that, and he still had a stronger border and was a stronger president when it came to immigration. And I think Democrats need to reclaim that immigration message. Before I break down some of these articles like Mayor rages as U.S. military vet nabbed and ICE agents denied entry to Southside Elementary School in Chicago, where I record, before we break down these articles, let me remind you of what a strong Democratic message on immigration used to look like. Because I'm not going to lie.
He's got a,
I'm okay. I'm okay with agendas. I'm okay with people having strong sides or views that are different from mine. Basically everybody does in one way or another, but what irritates me is when people are hyperbolic and they conflate the issue. So many things are called racist that are not, and it's obnoxious as shit.
Right, especially when you're dealing with immigration and deportation.
Well, I mean, right. Yeah. It's like a smoke. It's either a smoke screen to obscure the issue, what it really is, or it's a like a
pearl clutching.
It's a pearl clutching, and it's a you Nazis. It's one of those things. It's a
right.
smear. It's a smear claim.
But he's got a good point though with the rhetoric being used. It's rather than a fear factor and a they them the others thing. Obama came at it from the point of, we're going to maintain the law. And today we're on these same exact laws. There's nothing else that's been changed for the past 16, 20 years. as far as the paperwork goes. As far ICE has less agents than they did during the Obama agency. So, like, how are we going to have more deportations if we have less agents to carry them out? You know, it's all rhetoric. Yeah. But he does make a good point with how the rhetoric works. So.
I will drop the link when we get 50 likes. I think I'm at 36. When I get 50 likes, I'll open the panel.
Longer message than both Trump
and y'all can tell me why you hate all immigrants or why you love all immigrants. Very few people, it seems, have any sort of a nuanced approach to this.
Biden. I can confidently say that this message is stronger than President Biden's message. It will resonate with more Americans. And even if you disagree with what Obama's saying, just keep in mind, he won both of his elections handily, very, very comfortably. Biden kind of crept through with a razor-thin margin in the Electoral College. Remember, in Georgia, Biden won by about 11,000 votes. Remember the famous Trump phone call? He won by a slim margin. So drop a like. Double check to make sure you're subscribed to the Adam Mockler channel. People keep getting unsubscribed by YouTube. And let's watch Obama and then jump into these stories.
This is not going to be a free ride. It's not going to be some instant amnesty. What's going to happen is you are going to pay a significant fine. You are going to learn English. You are going to go to the back of the line so that you don't get ahead of somebody who was in Mexico City applying legally. But after you've done these things over a certain period of time, you can earn your citizenship, so that it's not something that is guaranteed or automatic. You've got to earn it, but over time, you give people an opportunity. Now, it only works, though, if you do all the pieces. I think the American people, they appreciate and believe in immigration, but they can't have a situation where you just have 500,000 people pouring over the border without any kind of mechanism to control it. So we've got to deal with that at the same time as we deal in a humane fashion with folks who have put down roots here, have become our neighbors, have become our friends. They may have children who are U.S. citizens. That's the kind of comprehensive approach that we have to take.
A comprehensive approach. And notice how President Obama had a cohesive, a strong plan with a message that can resonate with people in the crowd. I heard people chanting, "Thank you," and "perfect" in the crowd, yelling that stuff out. He had a strong message. And as much as I love the Democratic Party, we just took a loss, so it's time to criticize. We've lost messaging on a lot of topics. And we don't even need to go as hardcore as Obama, but what he said is true. You should earn your way over here. We should all want to promote legal immigration. And of course, asylum seeking as well, but that's part of legal immigration. And Obama's message here is perfect. Again, he won multiple elections. And this person says, the fact that Democrats have departed from this immigration message has allowed Republicans to radicalize the country into mass deportations. We just need common sense messaging back, which is very true, because when Democrats begin to lose their strong messaging, then Republicans can dominate the narrative, and it leads to sad videos like this. This video shows migrant
Americans, we vote against what scares us. We don't vote for the things that we want, right? We vote against what scares us. And
I don't even think that, like, I don't know what sort of big ass broad strokes blanket statement you just made about people. Like, it may be true for people more than not, but no, we vote for charisma.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is largely a cult of personality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Which is why I'm running for Pope in 2026.
Right. I'm nominating.
I mean, fear does sell. Fear is the only what is it? It's like it's the only emotion that shuts down your left and right hemispheres, right? It shuts down your creativity, right? You cannot think creatively, and it shuts down your logic capacity. And
what was the movie with Will Smith and his son, After Earth? Is that what it was called?
I don't know. I never saw it.
Anyway, he's got a thing he says in that movie that resonates really well with me. Fear is the figment of your imagination, something that has not happened and may never happen, that you are so terrified of that it freezes you in the now. It doesn't exist. And if you let it control you, that is what makes the fear exist. That's why it is, right? So just don't respond to fear. And it's kind of a crazy thing, but at the same time, it makes a little sense. It's not real.
It makes a ton of sense. I think that that's part of being a fucking adult, especially if you're a dude, is to learn to manage that.
Yeah. That's what anxiety is. That's the exact definition of anxiety. It's a
managed
false
fear
that we project, you know? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really low. I'm a low stress person. So and just naturally, I think so. Maybe I'm being a little bit, empathetic, but that would be par for the course. So sack the fuck up.
Basically, yeah, that's across the board on everything. Ladies, pull your panties up, get busy. Don't worry about it. Just do things.
Let's see. Thank you, Lawyer Chick. She says, great immigration stream. Well done. Thank you.
Always good to see the Lawyer Chick.
I'm a psychopath, says Mandy.
Did you ever look at that playlist that I dropped you last week about the mind control stuff?
I've got it saved. I haven't watched anything on it.
There's a link to the first one. It's let me see here. I think it's
about fear.
No, it's about mass psychosis and basically about doublespeak and how projection affects us and how we're so prone to mass psychosis as a species, I guess, or whatever. But
4 more likes to get the link dropped. Let me take a look at what you got here.
Yeah, check it out. Just whatever. You don't got to play it, but it's it's decent. It's just kind of breaks down all the Socratic method and what's Socrates and Aristotle used to think about on how the government was controlling their people at the time, and really how it kind of plays into all government. As far as it goes, all churches and everything. How the church even plays on our faith. Right? It's all faith, but really everything is kind of.
All right, I got one for you, Uncle Fatty. I've been meaning to get in on you with this one. I stumbled. I'm sorry, Flo. You can tell me to shut up whenever you get ready.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I came across a guy, and I can't remember his name or the name of his channel, but I'll try to find it in a minute. But he has his conspiracy theory is that the church became such a big issue during the Dark Ages because they salted their wafers. They utilized salt and iodine, and the way the churches did this, and the people who went to church felt better and were healthier and worked harder, and so they would feel better. Look at the people who didn't go to church and say God is judging you for your sins, when it was in reality a better diet in general. Just the addition of a few specific nutrients at a few specific spots. Could also
through the
carry
summertime,
winemaking and stuff too.
For sure.
That's pretty
and
fucking
having
brilliant.
food every Sunday afternoon, you could go get a free meal. And some folks, that was their only meal for the week.
No, that was nobody's
Yes.
only meal for the week. Get the fuck out. In America, no, stop it.
Back in Europe in the early days.
Okay, I thought you were talking about it. Okay, never mind.
But salt
Well, I
is
mean,
huge.
real-
The unleavened bread, that's a huge
Real
thing.
meal during a week. The rest of it would be like bread and gruel.
Yeah,
if you
the
were
bread
lucky,
thing
you
is
got
huge.
gruel.
Oh, for sure. That's definitely an old school.
During the plague, there was a
Not a rumor. I mean, really, it's a stat. It's been measured.
made his side hustle off of selling beef that did not exist. For 15 years, this man was a rat catcher. On a Tuesday, he turns into a butcher. Suddenly, he's not a rat catcher anymore, but he's got 2 teams of rat catchers that run the cities now, right? But he sells
Front steaks?
beef.
Who is this?
During the Black Plague, when Paris was at one of its worst points, there was a rat catcher who upgraded to butcher by being the only butcher in town with meat.
It was rat meat.
Rat or people? Was it rat or people though? Is the question.
Yeah.
There were bodies everywhere.
Yeah, right.
That's fucked.
Very true, though.
I need 2 of you to hit the like button.
And salt was like, worth its weight in gold back in the.
Well, I mean, that's
Dark
where
Ages.
we get the word salary. So, like,
And worth your salt. Yeah,
You
because
ever
people
been to the
Roman
Morton
soldiers were paid in salt.
salt deal down in Central Texas or Central Kansas?
What is
It's a
it?
little. I think it's a little south of Wichita, where the Morton Salt Factory is. You
Oh,
can go
I know
down
what
and
you're
take a
talking
tour.
about. I haven't been there.
It's pretty badass, dude.
I seriously considered buying a shutdown salt mine to age beef. It would be a dude, I'm dead serious. It is a perfect environment to hang entire sides of cow and wait 2 years to sell it for a mint because that shit's worth its weight in gold after it's trimmed.
Dry aged.
Dry aged solid beef, yes, sir. In a salt cave tube, so it's like super, super dry. You can even bring in your own strains of aging medium. It's perfect.
I don't know if you think that. I don't know shit about the aged beef industry, so I can't really say if that would be a good or a bad business decision.
First of all, there's really not one on an industrial scale. It's all artisan, and it can't be done just anywhere. Yes, huge. Restaurants pay through the eye teeth for aged beef. Yes, sir.
Big.
It's the transport. It's the actual storing. When you have aged beef goes bad, it's your entire lot of aged beef at the time. So, and usually that's a byproduct of something negative getting involved in the aging process, a fungus, a mold, or something like that. There's brines and baths that you do beforehand to prevent that from happening. But in a salt mine, that's not a thing. Nothing can live in there that's not bred to be there. And so if you just hang a side of beef, the dust of the salt that just exists in the air will slowly grow on the outside of that beef and basically sterilize it. It's genius.
All right, the link is dropped. It's not pinned. I better pin it. If you're coming up and this is your first time, or if you're not a regular, cam up. I don't want to play with some of you motherfuckers.
So I got an immigration question. It's something I was asked last night, not before last. Do you think that an enhanced legal immigration quotient will have the same negative effects that illegal immigration has had?
You need to ask the question with more specifics.
Okay. All right. See, it wasn't well asked in the first place.
I would even say that question inherently says that there's major problems with illegal immigration when really the stats are showing that they commit less crime than natives, than Americans.
Sir, I'm going to have to back you up right there and say that 100% of illegal immigrants have committed crimes. You can't say that about Americans.
Yes, right. But can we say that when we include illegals into the asylum system?
Definition of being illegal, they have committed a crime, sir. You can't sidestep that one. We're gonna have to stand on this.
Violent crime. Let's say that.
True Keys, you're in timeout for 5 minutes because, as edgy and clever as you are, this is still YouTube, so don't be a dickhead in the chat. What up, Carney?
Greetings.
All right. Now that the committee of white men has assembled, what's on the docket for today? But refine the question, though.
All right. So, do you think that the negative effects of legal immigration will be
I need to know what the effects will be.
Are they going to resemble the effects of illegal immigration?
If we have more legal immigrants?
Yes.
And we crack down on illegal immigrants?
Right. I don't see it.
I think that, no, I don't think that we'll have the same effects.
Right.
I think we'll have less crime, but we'll also have less cheap labor and less
Sure.
untaxed labor. So I think that you lose the benefit and the harm. I'm going to need Cynthia to report to the stage, please. Oh, yes. She's been drinking.
Oh, yes.
I like Cynthia.
Yeah, drunk Cynthia's wild.
It's all like Donkey Kong.
Uh-huh.
You know,
might
it's
need to
funny
start,
that
you might need to start drinking just to protect yourself.
I can't. I have nothing to drink. And the
I
liquor
just like
store.
how
I don't give a fuck. I can already tell you that now, but go ahead. Man, I don't give a fuck about shit tonight. Like, let that be known. But go ahead and say it.
Yeah, baby.
that's what Nigel was dreaming about when Sarah and Lindsay were whispering in his ear when he was asleep.
I don't know what to do with this question. Imagine this: the government rounds up your family. You are illegal. They're not. How do you respond? Well, I'm rounded up the same way I responded last time they came to my house and rounded me up.
Well, they round up your family, though.
The question answers itself.
Well, I mean, the question is, do you go with your family or stay here? If you're the legal one and they're not.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood the question. No, I think I go with my family.
Yeah, I go with my family. I think 90% of people involved in a situation like this, because remember, these anchor babies, they still have a legal recourse to become a citizen. They may in the future be able to litigate their way into citizenship. So it's not like they're being cast out beyond the land of Nod. We're not banishing them. They are simply not legally allowed to be here until such things have been, or rather, their parents being the real issue.
Oh, I get where the question is going. This is where the question's going.
Yeah.
No, because you're not suicidal, but you hold a grudge for sure.
I mean, you can activate against anything you want to activate against, but as far as retaliation is concerned, you don't have a whole lot of recourse against feds.
Right. Yep. That's an interesting question. What do you think, Carney? What do you think about these immigrants? I didn't mean to make you cry.
It'd be all right, bro. Just lay your head on my Oh, you're muted.
Hear you.
You had your mouth covered before, so we couldn't hear you. We didn't know.
Well, you get your mic working.
Literally, I've had weed in my ass and had my ass sniffed by a dog. No alerts. So I know that shit worked. It's deep storage. Yeah.
The fuck did that come from?
Oh my god, dude. Prison Pocket Express, bro.
Now, answer me this. Why the fuck would you put weed in your ass? It's just weed. It's not valuable enough. It's not addictive enough. It's not
For the thrill, obviously. To see if the dog will sniff it.
I guess it's all you had, and you wanted something up your ass when you went back to prison. It's fucking wild. Direct D. That's Direct D, Chris Ruff. The prison wallet, he and Wes Watson can smuggle around paperwork and bags of weed.
There you go.
I forgot all about that stuff. Jeez.
All right. Now, Carney, did you get your mic working? No, you did not.
Obviously not. That's depressing and sad, bro.
It's good to just see him while he's not driving around, you know.
I'm gonna try this again I'm gonna be hitting this kind of regularly tonight, just because I think that it's fun to be antagonizing, not because I think that y'all need to be entertained by it again.
Literally, I've had weed in my ass and had my ass sniffed by a dog. No alerts. So I know that shit worked. It's deep storage. Yeah.
So deep.
Deep storage.
It's so deep, bro.
Who the fuck refers to their ass as deep storage?
Prisoners.
Oh, it gets deep. It gets so deep.
People who consider themselves convicts and not citizens.
Yeah. That bald guy is Direct D. He's got a pretty big channel. But he's a bitch. He puts it in and out because he likes it. So what's your overall view on it though, Sasquatch? Do you think that we should deport Should we deport the illegals? Should we keep them and love
I say
them?
enforce the laws that exist on the books currently, just as they're written, and not with no weird interpretations. You know, most of the issues we have with the state currently could probably be solved if they would just limit themselves to the actual laws instead of trying to invent more crimes to exist to try to exert more force on the citizenship. Because you've got everything from civil asset forfeiture all the way through to freaking customs and border enforcement set up roadblocks, 50 miles outside of Kansas City. And I don't remember there being a border with another nation going through Kansas or Missouri for that matter. So this stuff's kind of weird. It seems like an overreach of every aspect of governmenting.
Yeah, and so that's what, and I didn't have time to read all the executive orders and shit, but that's what I'm looking for, the other side of this pincher, right? Like, what's righteous indignation and the rush or the thrill of like stomping out your enemies, which is how I assume that Trump's base views illegal immigrants. It's a good emotion to ride bad policies in on.
What was your job that you were most proud of?
There's a couple buildings that I'm pretty proud of. Probably city center.
Okay.
Probably
All
city
right.
center project.
So you did that job for money, right?
Yeah.
But after you were done, it was done so well that it remains as like if you're gonna do something like that again, you would like to do it to that level if possible, right?
Sure.
Okay. So pride in doing what you're supposed to do, doing things properly, correctly, can be a motivating factor when you're talking about certain types of personalities that do these types of things. So that super cop mentality can be the only motivation you need. It doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. They don't care.
I like how you slow walked me into the concept of how this could
Little
be
bitty
rewarded.
bites.
Yeah, no, that was really smooth.
First thing I thought about was something like work related, something that I built. But then I instantly thought, just watching the wife give birth was probably the best job that I ever thought that I ever did. But I didn't do anything there. So,
but no,
it was one thing there.
It was smooth as fuck because he knew well enough that if he just said straight out the gate, doing things by the book, I'd have gone, fuck that. I hate that shit. So so the memberships. Apparently, and I just learned this recently, if you have too much copyrighted music on your channel, they will allow you to monetize for supers, but not for memberships. So that's the situation I found myself in, and I'm currently cleaning up both channels of monetized copyright claim music.
All right. So have you got your copyright checker gizmo back yet?
Yeah.
All right. You should blast like all sorts of esoteric bullshit music through it, just random as hell, just to see what you can slip by the copyrights. And if you can find something cool, you can use that for a while before they find out about it.
Okay. Well, I know that. Yeah, I've got a few. Anyways, I was being completely untethered with my music use, and I didn't realize that there would be this little surprise. So yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, their sniper tool is decent. It'll take 5 seconds to 10 minutes video, but it still takes forever to get it to run through.
I don't know why Cynthia's drunk Mexican mouthy ass is not up here right now. Should I time her out in chat?
Yeah, that'll get her up here for sure.
You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to punish the whole chat. I'm putting on slow mode.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's slow mode till Cynthia joins battle. It cusses me out.
So by
Every second, there you go. Slow mode is on. Thanks to Cynthia. Y'all have 60 seconds in between messages.
So the big hot topic right now is the birthright citizenship, and basically the anchor babies, as they would be called.
Yeah,
right,
the guy who wrote that was pretty quick. I guess you should turn the chat back on.
Yeah, all right. Here is Rick.
Oh shit! Where's my mic?
Uh-oh.
I can't fucking stand y'all. And you
too.
I don't want to talk about
that's so much
like in flow state.
What?
You always get dreadlocks so wrong. You didn't think that guy's dreads were real. That is
Well,
dumb.
I don't know if I've never had fucking
They are.
dreads.
It's just like you thought men don't care if their dreads get cut. You don't understand.
No, I don't care if men's dreads get cut. No, I think men care. I don't care if they care.
Remember that guy whose dreads got cut and he made the video crying, and then
Have you been wilding out about the dreads the whole time? I'm talking
well,
about.
that's where I started. That's where I started. I wanted to just start there because that's where you started. Then when I heard you talk about the dreads, I was thinking, damn, he's going to talk about issues. Shut the fuck up, Sasquatch. You know
Mexicans are white.
You know I can't stand your bitch.
Mexicans are white.
I know
They're
that
white.
you and first
Sorry.
of all, why do you overtalk me, but you don't overtalk other people? Why
It's a
do you do
respect
that? It's
thing.
because you don't have respect for me. You don't have respect for me, and it's obvious the way that you overtalk me. So why do you think I would ever take you serious as a man? Why do you think that?
I don't expect
Okay,
you
but
to.
back to you, Flo. So when you first started off with the dreads, I'm like, he don't even like you already in your head have it made up that those dreads weren't real. And so now you're going to go on to the issue, and now you're going to speak. And if you don't like, you spoke
I don't
on
know
it
how
like
to convince
authority.
you that I don't care about anybody's dreadlocks.
Okay, well, I'm just saying
Ever.
that's what started. I'm just
I
saying
have
that's-
no dreadlocks.
And just so y'all know, the ISIS came to our schools today here, and people and parents and people and everybody was freaking out in the
That's
school.
bullshit. That's bullshit, actually.
See, I knew you would say that, and I didn't get it from the news. I got it from our community website, where the citizens run it. I'll be more than happy to send you a picture of it. As a matter of fact, I'll have to send it to Katie because I can't send it to you because I can't send you pictures because I tried to send you a picture the other day of my notes on the 22nd, and it says SMS messaging or MMS messaging won't work. Oh, there's another.
I can receive
right now too.
I can receive pictures. The video.
No, I tried to send it to you, and it's not letting me. I'm gonna send it to Katie. Is Katie there?
She's not here right now.
Then I can't send it to you.
Send it to her anyway. Let me show it to her when she gets back.
It'll confuse the hell out of her and tickle the hell out of me.
But see, and you were gonna not come up here and share this important news. You were gonna let us sit here and just watch the.
Yeah, because you don't believe it. You live in Whitesville. If it doesn't directly affect you, you don't think it's real. Just like you think that human trafficking isn't real. I was telling my friends about you today, and that bullshit right there.
He is the human trafficker himself.
Fucked up, Sasquatch.
You think I don't think human trafficking is real? Are you kidding?
Yeah, we've had this
conversation
before.
Coffee.
What the fuck happens in your brain, Cynthia?
I'm telling you.
I do think
we've had this before.
I do think it's real.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. Hey,
you need to tell your friends that I'm not retarded, that you are.
No, listen. This tells you where I live because it tells you the school district. So don't please. Okay,
I won't share it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sending it to Katie right now.
Okay.
But yeah, so and this also affects my family. And even though both of my daughter-in-laws do have their citizenship and they have attorneys and everything, they are still at a risk, at a situation. In return, this affects me, obviously, because if my daughter-in-laws have to go back to their countries, my sons are going with them.
Right.
And Yeah, my sons were born here, but they're gonna stand by their wives, which I raised them to be that way. But damn, I didn't think it was gonna happen this way.
Well,
But
I
they were
don't
all
think
born
anything
here.
will
All of
happen
them
to
were
them.
born here, or some weren't, or
No. My sons were born here, but not their wives. Their wives are not born here, and one of them has her citizenship, but the rest of her family doesn't. And then the other one is working on it, but in the midst of all of this, they've already started looking at places in Mexico.
Really? They're that freaked out by it, even though they're
Yeah.
legal citizens, huh?
Even though they're married, they have kids, everything, they're already prepared to leave from Mexico. And I'm like, what? Like this affects families, like more so than just.
Yeah.
One time I went to jail in the city that I live in, and this girl went to jail too. She worked at McDonald's on her way to work at McDonald's, and she got hit, and so of course she called the police. And when she called the police, they found out she wasn't a legal citizen. They arrested her. We were arrested on Friday. By Monday, she was being deported, and she was crying the whole time because her son was in high school and they didn't have him. And she was going to drop him off to Mexico. And when they take you to Mexico, they don't take you back to where you're from. They just drop you at the edge. Like we all pitched in and sent money. When I got out, I sent money to help her get to her city. But like they're so vicious with it. They tear families apart.
Yeah.
no due process. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you get due process rights if you're not a citizen, but like I agree, it's inhumane, and I have no doubt, right? Like I've seen what regular cops do to regular citizens. I have no doubt that what ICE does with people I'm sure it's worse.
And then it's funny because wasn't half of this wasn't part of California, Mexico anyways? And wasn't this belong to the Native Americans first? So if we're going to start deporting people, how come we're not starting way back there? We're just starting here.
I mean, yeah, all of
And we keep talking about Mexicans, but it's way more than Mexicans. It's way more the Indian. I mean, I don't know what to call them. The Pakistanians, the wherever, the Iranians, wherever, I'm hearing, all of them are affected. Remember I told you the little Islander guy, he's affected in his outfit.
The little Islander guy.
Remember I told you the guy from the Islander, he wears his colorful outfits and he walks around the apartment. I live in a very, very multicultural community. Like when the restaurant we went to we didn't even see but 2 white people tonight. I sent that to Katie. Right. So it's crazy how it's coming. And then I was reading in the paper and in the news that he's now given privileges. What does it say? Trump empowers deportation agents to target immigrants allowed into the U.S. legally. So it's not like, oh, you're illegal. Like they just showed you those couple of people who were bad, but those aren't really the people being affected by it. A lot. And even if you are, like I said, my daughter-in-laws are here legally, but they are still prepared to be shipped away.
Like I said, like the news story is propaganda. They're not showing what really happens. They're showing what they want people to see to get the population behind them. It's literally propaganda. You should have been down there cheering me on. We're on the same side.
No, you say that, but then I just sent you something showing in our Facebook community from people in our community that was affected today at the schools of them showing up.
Shut up.
Oh,
no, you shut up. You're not understanding me. The reason that this news story is outrageous and bullshit is because it doesn't show what really happened, like at the school in your community, right?
Right.
Instead, it shows some bullshit of them getting these scary looking dudes who are yelling at cameras when in reality, they're going to schools and shit.
Yes.
So they're showing the fake shit so that you don't focus on the real shit. Because if you focus on the real shit, then people would be pissed off. But they want people to go along and support the cause. You should, like, we're saying the same damn thing. You just can't keep up with it.
It's doublespeak.
I don't know.
It's not doublespeak. It's just I don't even know what it is.
In a way, and it's projection too. It's the focus on emphasizing what you want focused, right? It's the emphasization of the.
It's propaganda. It's just straight up old fashioned propaganda, right?
Yeah.
It's propaganda to make the people that you're terrorizing to make them look as bad as possible, right?
I don't want to live in another country.
Nobody does. Everybody wants to be in America.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. I
mean,
I don't think that. What was it? Lawyer chick said in the chat. I saw the comment a while back. She said that she thinks it's mostly a terror to freak people out and to drum up support from the base. It'll probably be a quick in and out.
I don't think so. This has always been Trump's huge agenda from the first time.
It's always been his boogeyman, right?
And he's got to make a statement. He's got to come in on day one and do something, because that's what he's been saying for the past 16 years.
Just like when I got popped, it was right after a new sheriff took office. You know, they got to
Same here.
Make a splashy entry.
Yeah, it's right after the Idaho Drug Task Force got their local office. I was third on the list for weed.
Literally, I've had weed in my ass and had my ass sniffed by a dog. No alerts, so I know that shit worked. It's deep storage. Yeah.
You ever hidden any weed in your ass, Cynthia?
No, but in the front door, yes.
She says it exits through the gift shop.
Through the airport, and there wasn't an issue.
The airport?
I agree. There wasn't an issue.
Different analogy
there wasn't an issue when the dog came through. So I understood when he said that. I understood that because he doesn't have a front door to use. He only has the back door. But yes, in times of need, your body odor will cover other scents.
How many arrivals are in the airport today?
I have no idea. That was a long time ago. So, but just in case y'all, well, it's different now. Remember, weeds used to be a lot different. Like you could get serious time. There are people still doing life for a pound of weed.
Remember, ICE is federal, and marijuana is illegal federally.
I'm just still stuck on the airport.
I am too, man. I'm so
Is that where you lost your car keys, Flo?
That's where I lost a whole suitcase, I think.
Yeah.
My luggage is still somewhere there.
It was a trip back from Cali. It was a trip back from Cali.
Back where, to Texas from Cali? That's why did you cooch up your weed?
I wasn't gonna leave it.
In Cali? Oh, okay, because it was legal in Cali. You made a whole ass drive with it in your
No. We were there, and they were like, "Hey, this is for y'all." We were like,
No.
And they were like,
what I'm saying is, you made the whole drive back with a bag in your cooch. You didn't just
we flew back. You just hear me say in the airport, we flew back.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he was stuck on your cooch being an airport. You're gonna.
I really was.
Well, where else? How am I going to go to the airport without my cooch?
Right? That's what we want to know.
I don't understand how you were confused by that. Like, what?
She's got a speaker system built in, like 32, the party the coon.
Man, if I could, you know how much money I would have if I could leave my cooch one place and work another? What? I'm working.
She wants a Bluetooth cooch.
You know,
you wouldn't miss it.
Well, apparently I could take it off according to your logic. So I guess.
I don't think there's any logic involved anywhere in this conversation.
Well, no. I was just confused now. You thought it was there.
You got to rewrite the detachable penis song into detachable coochie.
The only story I saw today on ICE at a school is in Chicago, but that was a lie. It wasn't ICE that showed up.
Oh my gosh! Are we going to have ICE generics?
I mean, if if a federal law enforcement showed up to round up illegal immigrants, ICE, not ICE, it's hardly. I don't know that it matters much.
Okay, is ICE and Homeland Security the same?
I think ICE is a part of Homeland Security, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
DHS has their own agents and their own task force as well.
I see your name. Are you wanting up? I'm gonna bring you up, but I just got it. Bloop. LOL flows to what up?
What was that?
Smoking auditor.
Oh, okay.
Smoking Otter says the 14th
Obviously
is for tax. LOL. Weed is legal in Ohio and Michigan and a few other states for recreational use. Finally, again, but I believe you should compare it to when they. You need to use more punctuation, my man. But you should compare it to when they try to make alcohol illegal and how will that work? How will that didn't work out? Now we're trying to control it to make money for themselves. That's the main goal for all drug wars, is them controlling the drugs and not the people, so they can make all the profit. I mean, controlling people is profitable too. You know how much money there is in prison?
That's where the lottery come from.
Huh?
What?
Just the lottery system. A lot of states use the lottery saying it's going for the schools, and then they turn around and take the money out of the general fund that was supposed to be for the schools. Yeah, so it's just a racket.
Yeah. Literally, I've had weed in my ass and had my ass sniffed by a dog. No alerts. So I know that shit worked. It's deep storage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have no proof that the dog was sniffing his ass with weed in it.
But I understand he was also carrying a cell phone up there too.
And I question that because if you push something up your rectum so far, your body actually it just sucks it up. So you have to be careful.
And they killed him.
Yeah, you worked in the ER.
Yeah. So your body will only like somebody stuck a cucumber up there, and it went so far. Well, no, it stuck a little bit, but it hit that part where the body said, "Oh, take it back," and it took it back in there. And then she tried to get a cord, and she tried.
I was going to school with a nurse, and she said there was a guy that one time had. Remember the old glass Coke bottles?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
I've seen that. Double D batteries. And I asked him, I said, how did this happen? He said, I sat on it. And I said, oh, okay.
Oh, that was the same excuse that the guy with the Coke bottle.
I don't think physics works like that.
Duh. It's called the Procto room. The how does it start?
Proctologists.
Yes, but this is short term of that. Procto room or something like that.
What?
It's a special room. They have a special bed in there to get your butt up in the air and stuff. And so they can really do lights on the bottom. Like if you're female going to get a vagina check, they have one for the butt check.
Oh, you've been to Flo's basement. Gotcha.
Twice.
What excuses? What excuses did you hear? That guy sat on the cucumber. That girl, whoever it was.
No. They were just getting freaky with it, and I guess that's why they didn't have a dildo, so they had a cucumber. The other guy was sitting on that, and then the nuts. I don't understand why y'all men think y'all should put that around y'all's penises.
Wait, what?
What?
Like when they don't have a penis ring, they would use nuts. Like, is that the bull and the nuts? What's the part?
Like a metal, like a
yes. Yes.
Good Lord.
And then it would make the top part swell up, so you can't just pull it off anymore.
There you go.
Exactly. So
So how did you get it off?
You have to go into
You have
surgery
to
and
pull it multiple times. Oh, wait, you mean the nut. My bad.
What happens? You have to go. What?
you have to go to surgery and have it cut off, just like a ring. Like, y'all shouldn't play with body parts like that. Like, I don't understand why people do.
I've never been stupid enough to do something like that, and I'm pretty dumb. These people are just into some strange, sick shit for pain.
Exactly. but they're like, that's, I was just talking about with the nurse to it about today. Like, there's so many sick things that happen that never get reported in the news, that never gets talked about. But when you work in the ER, you see the sickness. And it's everywhere. It's the rich, it's the poor, it's the white, it's the black, it's the brown, it's the old, it's the young, it's the healthy, the unhealthy.
You know what you brought to my attention was like the murders. Like you don't even know, like a block away, like somebody just got murdered. I'll never forget that when you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's true though.
There's murders happening all the time everywhere, and like you don't until you get one of those apps or something, you just don't even know.
The hotels, you don't even know the things that happen in hotels, and you just check in the room the next day. Damn. And they don't have to tell you.
You know, my Mormon neighbors growing up, they stuck toys up each other's asses, and the ER had to go to this guy's house, and it turns out that he was like a big timer in the Mormon church and in my neighborhood, and he was having sex with the lady like 4 houses down, and they were shoving things in each other's spots, like, and ass. Well, the guy got like toy cars shoved in his ass, and they could not take it out, and everybody found out about it.
Yeah,
toy cars.
Yeah,
toy cars, like their own children's cars. Yeah.
Flo says anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
What do you mean they couldn't get him out?
They couldn't find
What
the
do you
keys
do
to
if
start
you
the
get?
engine.
Yeah, what do you do then? Magnet fishing.
Go to the hospital. That guy with the cucumber had to have a colostomy bag because he messed up his intestines.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Oh my God. Exactly.
Like you're making my
God was involved with that one.
He is making my butthole pucker. Somebody clip that.
Y'all gotta be careful for a reason.
Show some charcoal up there. We'll have a diamond in about a half an hour.
Half an hour.
Pretty high pressure.
Yeah. So Sherelle, speaking of, how's your Donald Trump action figure?
Oh yeah, and you're in Miami. How's it up there in Miami, Sherelle? Snow?
It's amazing. We are jumping for joy over here, us and the Cubans.
They are?
Oh yeah. They love Donald Trump. They know what the game is. They're not stupid people. I'll give them that.
What's the game?
Like about how corrupt, the parties are and what they've lived and what they've gone through and how they've had to live because of communism and about lies and about being told that it's going to be one way and it's another way, and then all of their freedoms and rights have been stripped from them in like the 1950s. They had a beautiful land, and it was taken away from them because of communism.
You also have a huge Haitian community up there as well.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And most of them are Christians, and they're they want to become wealthy. They know how to use freedom more than us Americans, so they take full advantage of it. And I think too, but they have programs, they have financial, access for, the Haitian community that other people do not have, even the Cubans. But the Cubans all stick together, and that's the reason why they can do the things that they do, is because they stick together like white people don't. They know what they're doing. That's the unfortunate part.
Y'all make fun of the Mexicans living like so many in a house, but that's how they save money.
That's how what Chinese do. Chinese do it too.
That's how you get ahead, right? Yeah.
And it's not like they like each other, because there's fights and everything, but it's just they understand the mission. We're on a mission to get it done.
We
sacrifice now so you can party later.
I've never seen people so proud to be Americans like Cubans, though. They taught me how fortunate I am to be an American and how much I don't take advantage of it.
God is real. AJ comes around here.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. He's pretty proud. He's pretty like fucking America.
The Cubans largely are very, very American dream based. They, well, like Snow said, they experienced the fall of their entire republic system by way of socialism, then communism, then hard communism, and it didn't get no better. So they got bathtubs and came here.
I can go to say, like with a Cuban, of course, and say, I need this antibiotic. Not a problem. Like when COVID hit, they were giving away. Well, it's okay now, beer or Flo. But yeah, they were giving out antibiotics out there to all those private pharmacies out there. There was lines like a mile long.
Antibiotics are not going to help a virus. Hashtag.
It did. It helped. We were like the #1 state that really didn't get sick. Not a lot of people died. The businesses were still open. Yeah.
In Florida?
I still went to work every day. Yeah.
Florida never.
The only thing
shut
I
down,
seen that got hit was the corporations. That was it. And it was empty.
If you guys can see where my mouse is hovering.
Huh?
What's
that,
shoulders starting to blend.
Go ahead. I'm eating pizza over here. Do the thing.
It's okay. Just turn on your camera so Lauren can see you eat.
You pay that man to be full screen. I'm gonna tease you with this right here. You know he's eating.
You know he's eating.
That's ruthless.
Come on, we gotta watch.
Oh, yeah, we gotta get that dinero, baby. We gotta get that bag.
Katie eat his pizza.
I'm confused.
Flo's a lot cheaper than most other places you can go and pay to watch people eat.
Oh hell yeah!
My ladies, hello.
Oh,
Hello, darling.
good to see you.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
And Flo, I'm
What
sorry.
up?
I'm not trying to not acknowledge you because this is your show. I'm not that assholey.
It's cool. I'm over here eating. You're too good.
So do you dip it in ranch, or how do you eat your pizza?
How did you know?
He eats it from the back, of course.
Oh, I love it.
Put ranch on
With a little bit of red pepper.
Oh yeah.
What about the Parmesan cheese?
No.
Meh.
Parmesan smells like feet.
I love cheese.
I'll never be able to eat it again.
So Cynthia, what were you doing tonight? Why are you drinking?
Oh, we're kicking off one of the homies' birthday week, so we went out for dinner. Margaritas. I'm reading some of these chats for you, Flo, and I'm gonna send them to Katie if they're good.
She's here now.
Oh, okay.
Katie.
Can I just spurg for a second on the fact that making some homemade pizza with focaccia bread, topped with some slices of heirloom tomatoes, with like 1/2 being pesto, 1 tomato base, and just some classic.
It's gonna be a good salad.
Say it is a salad.
Don't
Calling
get me
that
wrong.
pizza.
I am a meat eater. I have to have like a full size steak once.
I got you, girl.
At least once every 2 weeks. At least.
You were quick with
Not
that.
more. And I get to have a burger once a week at least.
Yeah, I'm not going to be sleeping on this
one.
But I'm telling you guys, my pizza is delicious. Wow, that was so inappropriate. I
like it.
Is that what ladies call it nowadays?
Bring all the
My
boys to the
pizza?
yard.
Love it.
They call it their milkshake. It brings all the boys to the
I
yard.
thought it was the airport.
Flight 52 coming in for a landing.
Roger,
Yep.
Tower.
Listen,
Wishing
back
it
in
was
the day, that was necessary.
Is that a picture of you fishing on Golden Pond?
It looks like it because it's in sepia tone, but this is me
does.
fishing in Wisconsin on one of the mini leagues. No, wait, sorry, this is Minnesota. This is I think Little Ole Lake, like way up north.
Minnesota.
In the wee up north woods, you know. Okay, that was also like weird to Scottish,
betcha.
like Midwestern.
Hold
Knew
on,
what you're
Lauren. I
talking
gotta get
about.
more pizza.
Beautiful photo.
I got you, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
You're just making us want to see you eat pizza.
I mean, who eats pizza from the back?
Flow state. He eats pizza and other things from the bag.
Pretty ruthless.
Oh, ruthless. You want to see ruthless? I'll show you ruthless. Here's some of this. South, I'm the most courteous individual you'll ever meet in public. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. The whole 9 yards.
Look, I mean, let's be real. If I was, a lot of the popular types of dudes nowadays, I would send my wife to Sasquatch to get fucked. Right? Like, he a gentleman. Now, I'm not like that. I'm not an Adam 22 or whatever. Yeah. Just cook it.
Don't you dare take this down for the next 20 seconds. I'll be right back.
I feel like
oh, yeah. Oh,
that happened.
He only dates men now.
She can take home,
He probably would send him to Sasquatch because he doesn't want to touch a woman.
That's why he don't eat box.
I missed this. Really? We're going full on gay optics with base right now? Is that what you guys are telling me?
Yes, sir.
I didn't instigate that. He volunteered. There's more. No, there's more. Like, that's not all he had to say about it. He had more to say about how much he wanted to send his wife to me. It's very strange.
Oh.
He was too busy fucking the moderator.
That salt and pepper beard, man. That's what gets him.
Maybe. I guess. I suppose. I mean, all right.
You're supposed to do new things, You gotta pick up some new techniques. You can't learn them together, can you? Yeah, I would send my wife to Sasquatch too. I would have to concur with that.
All right, now I have to clip that.
Flo, how do you feel about a poll on that one?
Oh, he likes to poll.
Did a couple of Brick Jonesy remixes here this week. I gotta get to you guys.
Showed you who that. Bass is not my daddy. You need to stop. Bass is looking for a mama, and I'm not his mama.
You're wrong sex, though.
I don't know what that dude's looking for.
Yeah.
She said the quiet part out loud. That's the same thing I thought. I was like, he's looking for somebody, that can put the bill.
I'm back.
Codependency is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a son of a swinger. Maybe.
She paid for it. Full screen it.
Welcome back, Flo.
Maybe Bass is just one of those guys he liked to watch. That they real out there for sure.
Well, I had to go get more pizza.
It was my description, wasn't it? The homemade one, a little bit.
What kind of pizza is
are
it?
you
Where's
eating?
it from?
Little Caesars.
The pepperoni or the meat lovers.
Man, okay, so like my friend worked, her dad actually owned an alcohol distributing company. This is early college, so in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which you haven't looked up the statistics, Wisconsin has been voted for like the number 10 out of top drunkest counties, like cities, like all those contests. Okay. So I'm already telling you, I grew up in just alcohol. But my early college memories are Little Caesars $5 pizzas and Bacardi O. And I will throw up to this day if I drink Bacardi O because, yeah, exactly because of that. And that's where ranch started. That's exactly where it was like, oh, how do we make this pizza edible? Oh, ranch and hot sauce.
I love like ranch goes with pizza. Like I
It's
have to
not a
have ranch
salad.
just
Not a
for
salad.
pizza.
It's a pizza.
Say
It's a
something,
pizza.
smoking auditor.
I'm just sitting here listening to you guys, and it seems
No,
like I'm lagging.
Oh wait.
or something.
It is. I mean, I don't know if it's loud, but I mean, it's a little crispy. If that makes sense. Like it's coming in good and clear, extra clear, but it's not loud.
I think I just have a piece of crap phone.
So smoking otter, I don't remember what it was, but I remember I wanted to ask you a question. I don't know what it was. Is there anything that we should talk about that can come to your mind at all?
I don't know. I have a cute kitten video up.
No.
Okay, I'll watch it. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Vetoed.
Exactly the answer I wanted to hear.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little pussy.
What can we argue about now? Women's rights?
No joke.
I don't
Mine's as
come
big
here
as a
to argue.
straw.
I come here to have fun and listen to you guys argue.
Yeah. So women's rights.
Come on,
Nobody
Cynthia.
cares about those.
How do you feel
Nobody
about
cares.
ICE going to the school? Like, are you like,
It's-
are you upset about that?
I'm
Does that
telling you, it's
piss
upset
you off?
because it's going to affect me. I'm either going to lose one or both for sure.
No, you're not.
Good chance I'm going to lose one son, and the
But
other
they've
one.
been there for a
Are they-
while.
Are
They're
they here
not new, Amy.
illegally? Are they illegal?
In the process of it, like she has her attorney and everything, because this isn't like you
She's
don't
good.
compile your paperwork and it's done. Like this is years and years and years, so it hasn't been wrapped up. So,
That's what you do. I would have to concur with
So-
that.
All right. I have to put that.
So as long as you're basically enslaving yourself to the system of the corporation of the United States and you are working, you can stay here. If you
No.
are not and you're begging on the streets, you are going to get picked up. I see a new YouTube channel forming, you guys. I think we need a channel finding out where these crazy ass like people that they cleared out the prisons in their own countries and find out where they live or where they're at and go hunt them down and get $750 a pop
Hey, Flo,
from ICE.
boot Chuck for a
What do you think
reason.
about that?
Where are they now?
We boot Chuck for a reason.
No,
I end up dead.
I thought I did a no. I was going to say, what the hell did I do?
No, you dropped yourself.
Chuckster.
Well, that was weird.
Oh.
I think your show idea
Why
is
am I in the center? I don't need to be in the center.
What do you think?
because
Flo?
for
I said, why
bukkake,
am I in the center?
Own it. Own it.
bukkake.
Snow, do you think it's possible that Donald doesn't understand the difference between an asylum, like an insane asylum, and people that are seeking asylum?
No,
Y'all
I think he
remember
totally
when,
understands the difference.
There's right ways to seek asylum.
Was running, and he was like, "God bless America." I don't believe in God, but are you or something along those lines? Like that's always stuck with me.
Who said that?
Like like he said something about either God bless America or, but I don't believe in God. Like
Who?
Donald Trump when he was running. Y'all don't remember when
Oh
he
yeah,
said that?
he's a
I
Jew.
don't.
But after he got shot, he did.
hmm
No,
So
no,
he's you guys. He's a Jew now. You know that, right?
Fake shot.
He's not a Christian.
Thank you, Flo. A fake shot, a hero shot.
Yeah. I have to agree. That's like
Can't wait till they get all the Mexicans out. Yeah.
I know, Chuck. I know. Your dreams
Mexican
come
from, like,
true.
fucking heart side,
Y'all would
but-
hate life without a Mexican. If you think about it, y'all would hate life without Mexicans. Who would cook? Who would do the yard work?
That is the soft racism of low expectations, man.
Pretty soft
I was gonna say,
But
no
think about
offense.
it. Any kitchen you go to, it's a Mexican cook, Chinese food. I can go to
But
a
they would have
Japanese
said that
house
about
and-
slaves, like no, and I, and that goes through a plethora of colors. But you know where I'm getting at with that. I had this coworker one time. I come in on a Monday. I'm like, yeah, it was one of those weekends where I got
Did you
down on my
fuck him?
knees and cleaned behind the toilet. And she's like, why would you do that? What, Mexicans? Why wouldn't you hire some Mexicans to do that? Like, wow, really?
Well, why not? They need jobs.
So does everybody else. So why pinpoint
And
it?
they
to
have to
that?
do a lot better
Mexican
job
than
in certain situations.
Why
Can we agree
segregate
that I'm
them
more
to that?
Mexican than Cynthia?
No, you're not. Stop saying that.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for Mexicans.
You don't
Well,
like
and don't get me
Mexican.
wrong. I have so much
Can we
respect for the
agree
hard labor.
that Cynthia's more white than I am?
No, I'm not. I have
Cynthia.
Mexican friends. Yes.
¿Tú hablas español?
So do I.
Pues muy poquito, pues.
I was in a relationship for 8 years with a Mexican.
¿Por
Cynthia.
qué?
Like, I get it.
Porque? Did you porque me?
Yeah.
No. No hablas
Gotcha, bitch.
español.
¿Dónde eres?
No,
Habana?
hablo español. Muy
¿A qué
bien.
What are you
hora?
drinking?
Latinos.
No, ¿dónde
Yo
eres?
porque quiero no
Oh,
reciproca.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm.
No, where's the bathroom?
Mixed with.
Donde es el baño?
Baño.
Donde
I
está
love
la
your shirt.
zapatería?
I want that
Coño!
Biblioteca.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It's a nice shirt.
Thank you. It's got a Sasquatch on it.
Yeah,
At least.
nobody's giving
I
you
like
the
the colors.
Mexican card flow. I have yet to see a Mexican come up here and co-sign for you. Now you
There's
got
not a lot of
Trig,
Mexicans
you got
around.
Trig, you got because they're out working. You got Trig, but other than that, I haven't
You got
seen.
me there.
That was a good one,
Oh, wait.
Cynthia.
Trabajo. Más
Leave it in the
trabajo.
comment.
It's okay,
Hornets-
Gary. It still counts. I'm still
Hornets got
trust
me.
me. When they
Hornets
come
got
and
me.
round up, I'm getting caught up too.
Cynthia, are you mad because I haven't given you a white card yet? You can have a white card. Sasquatch
I have
just
a
tried to
white
give you.
card. No, I don't. Have a white
She
card.
absolutely does have a
I
white
was
card.
raised by
Yeah, you
white
do.
people. Do I
You
have a
You
white
take
do.
your dogs to get coffee.
You pretend to be
Oh
a
God! Oh
That
my
is
God!
the
I
biggest thing
bought
you
my
can do.
princess her first dress.
Oh my God, let me see.
Lord.
You have to
Grown
show
up
us,
white
Cynthia.
with white privilege.
You have a Keurig?
She's our baby.
Dude.
You got a George Foreman grill.
Cynthia, do you have a Keurig?
No, I don't. I use that little espresso.
I've got a fry daddy.
Thank God, yo, she's so cute.
Did
I think
Cynthia
she-
just say she has an espresso machine?
I think she just
Yeah.
stashed something in the airport.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't wait until her hair grows out, and I'm gonna put little bows.
White card notarized.
Cynthia,
Why are
you
you
had children, did
torturing?
you not? Really quick, I love you so much, and so please understand, like I'm gonna razz you just a little bit, but
What the hell?
it's a
Oh my
really,
God.
it's a really cute dog.
And she's got a Mexican dog too. Oh my God.
Oh,
the
that's
Mexican.
Yes,
Chiquita.
Ready to go out.
All of the women have just gone insane.
Little
It's an
Chiquita.
adorable puppy.
That's
What do you
Even the
expect?
women in the chat are going
So
nuts. What the hell's
cute.
happening?
First
It's
I'm
so
like, "Ooh," and
pouting.
then I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh.
I love her.
Yeah, where's her
Oh,
Hold on,
there's
we
another one.
What kind of
Can
dog?
I
maybe
smell
we
it?
can get you two to get along.
Is that a
Oh.
bulldog?
Look at Look at this.
I love it.
Look at it.
Sasquatch getting excited. Watch out.
You're gonna
Sasquatch.
be
That is beautiful, Pooch.
Puppy breath.
Wow, those are
That-
beautiful dogs. Is that a puppy, Watch?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
See,
what kind of
like
dog
I
is that?
said, He's a boxer pit mix.
That is so cute.
I-
A boxer mix. Hell yeah.
My son got his first
Hold on.
apartment and got a dog and evicted pretty much the same week.
Because of the dog?
Dog.
Well, you have a new dog now.
Did he get evicted because of the dog? Okay, hang on.
I don't know that these things are actually related.
Stop fagging out.
Right?
How attached are you to your new puppy? That's all I want to know.
What the fuck is Uncle Fatty doing now?
Yeah, Fatty, show us. Like, yeah, there you go.
Someone
Wow. It was Chihuahua. What the heck is that?
It's a medium
Let me
sized
see your
chihuahua.
dog.
It's a beaner.
You can see my dog.
Let me
He's
see
a
your dog.
Chomini.
No, Flo.
There's another one.
Terrier.
So precious.
I'm like,
Huh?
I
I
love
feel
it.
like this is like, what
I have
dog is
Chihuahua
that?
dogs. That's how Mexican I am. I made sure my dogs were Mexicans.
I love that. Look at it. He looks like he has a little hyena on him. You could put
Yo,
stripes
Cynthia,
on
my dog right now is
Fatty's
a
dog.
she's a LA street dog. She's supposed to be a cattle dog and a rat terrier mix, and she's like
Does that
35
mean she
pounds.
poops in the street?
Because they found her on the street when I got her when she was 6 with a German
Uh-oh.
Shepherd. She's a bat. She's kind of a little bad.
I
No, it's a
bet.
dog.
I like
I buy my
dogs.
dog. I buy my dog's clothes. When we go
White.
out.
Your dogs are
So
too
white.
spoiled.
You are so white.
What?
You would
But
be
I
lying.
will admit, I
You
have a
found a
sweater
lion.
with
right there.
but
Yeah,
other than that, come on.
Cynthia
I'm
would
sorry.
pet a lion. If she found a lion in the middle of the street, she would walk out and
Oh
say,
my
"Hey,
God.
sweet kitty," and try to pet it. It might succeed because she's a white woman.
Have
Just
you
like
seen
Michael
that guy
Jackson.
channel, that white woman comedy? And yeah, fuck yeah, dude, that's hilarious.
Her little dress is just so. I love these sleeves. Her first dress.
Oh my god.
Yes, keep it forever. That's so adorable.
Oh my gosh, don't keep it
I got
forever.
Squatch choking a little.
No, I've been doing that for 2 weeks now, honey. I got that regular
okay.
cock throat
Where
going
in
on.
the
Dude.
fuck do you find these people?
Mexico.
She never been to Mexico.
Yes, I have. I was even in a wet T-shirt
New
contest.
Mexico don't count.
I'm smart enough to know the difference, dumbass.
Do you have pictures, Cynthia, of you in a wet T-shirt contest? I have to see this shit.
And we met
see this.
the Indians. We met these Indians.
I thought it was a donkey show.
No,
Hey.
we met these Indians that we did peyote tea and did the sunrise ceremony with them.
Nice.
They're very, very
And then
serious.
you were like,
about
I need to get my white T-shirt wet and show off my titties.
Well, no,
Yes.
we started
I
off
would
in
love
Mexico
it.
having
Please
fun.
do.
First of all, there was
She's
like
so
7 of
gorgeous.
us.
Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate.
Or show
Maybe
your
you need to
titties.
donate some freaking money. Maybe you need
Or
to
show your
donate some
titties.
freaking money. Donate. Donate.
Titty.
Maybe you need to
Titties.
donate some freaking money. Donate some
Maybe you
freaking
need
money.
to show your titties.
We were up
Coming up.
there for a
Wow.
college.
Jeez.
All right, put the 3 women on screen and have a wet T-shirt contest.
not
That's
doing
it.
Oh, you remember Flow State did it with ketchup.
Yeah, he won the last one.
Ezra, come on, you can do better than that.
Oh wait, or was that Ezra that did it? Who
She
did
would
the
so
ketchup?
win. No,
Wait,
he got the
wait.
ketchup, but
Like, if you have that footage, it's years old, and I'd be very impressed.
Oh, I would like to be impressed.
I remember, but who had the ketchup? Flo or you? Ezra?
Low.
I had to catch up.
Low.
Did you have the
Wow.
water, Ezra?
Because Mrs. Flo had a heart attack. Brand new T-shirt.
Yeah.
No, she thought I was
Yeah.
gonna get ketchup all over the house.
I couldn't
Oh,
believe
you-
it. I was like, oh God. When I seen her, she's like,
Tell me what to do.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Hunter S. Thompson vibe right there.
Hurry up, Flo.
Like if he was still alive, this would be his response to the wet Easter concert.
Get it all over that hair.
Oh my God, he's gonna be
oh my God.
Really, it gotta be mustard.
Miss Flo's like, no, you can't do the ketchup. Don't tell me what to do.
Do it
I bet
away.
his ass did too. Much
Tell me
love,
what to
Miss
do.
Flo.
Tell me what to do.
That's that Gemini energy that said, "Don't tell me what to do."
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Geminis are entertainers. Donald Trump, Johnny Depp, they're Geminis.
That was
Kanye
the.
West is a Gemini.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
do you love Gemini? Is that what you?
Well, I am dating one.
I was
Oh
asking,
God.
do you love Gemini?
I hope you
Pray
love
for
them
you.
both.
You know,
Yeah,
you're
you
lucky
have to.
you get shot just wearing a wife beater with ketchup on it.
The what?
You're real lucky you didn't end up being shot by wearing a white wife beater with ketchup on it. Because I mean, it could have gone this way.
He's white. It would have been okay.
So I actually that was the second I re-uploaded it because the first one didn't like get hardly any views, and you said put this shit at the front, and it still didn't get any views.
That's because you're disgusting. I just wanted to see you try twice.
Cut a thumbnail out of the
I
action
just
shot.
want to point out, I hate it when you watch videos because you never hit the like button. I don't care if it is your own video, Flow State.
I've already liked it.
It doesn't
my
always
own
show up on the computer.
Dump the ketchup on yourself.
Ooh, yeah, let's make it really interesting.
Do it for the clip.
Oh
Do it for the
yeah,
clip.
it was Mel.
Flo, go, Flo.
Yeah, hurry up, Flo. What the fuck?
Look at that.
Told you,
my
face
God.
was
Get it all
Sherry.
over that hair, that chest hair. Come on.
Oh my God, he's gonna
He
do
got
it.
apple juice. Oh, it's
Have you been working out, Flo?
You fuck.
Oh my God.
Miss Flo's like, no, you can't do the ketchup. I was like, don't tell me what to do.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Oh my God, my true crime, my true crime heart.
Fucking eyes.
There goes half that pizza.
My true crime
Sick.
heart is loving that. I'm full from that is so great.
You should have done an A. I mean,
Yeah.
You
Just
murderer.
don't even care.
Dump the ketchup on.
Was that Crispy's voice?
How much for a live
Yeah.
replay?
Huh?
I said, how much for a live replay?
With ketchup?
Or
I'm way
mustard,
too
I
lazy
don't
right
care.
now. I mean,
you gotta get that
$40.
butter back
It
on.
really should be mustard. Let's be
Ruffles,
honest.
ruffles
And
again.
you can clip it and use the mustard clip that all the rappers are using.
What?
y'all are wild.
I think mayonnaise. Mayonnaise would be
Oh,
good.
God.
What kind of mayonnaise do you have,
That's
Flo?
the mayonnaise clip.
Hold on. Oop.
Caucasian Sasquatch and back put.
Let's ask
spaghettios.
Lauren.
Mountain Dew. Oh yeah, Mountain Dew. It
Oh,
would look
there-
like you got a golden shower.
Ew.
Over the leave no trace Bigfoot shirt. Yeah, there you go.
I'll pay
Orange
for
fish,
Mountain
okay,
Dew.
yeah.
shower. How much?
Lauren, I got you.
Pay for
Let's
it,
do
though, 'cause
it.
we all know
I'll
how
match
to
How much,
you.
Lauren? Let's all pitch in.
Okay.
Do you have a wife beater? Can you go get that
Yes,
on?
I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
wife beater and Mountain Dew.
Well, Mountain Dew, the ketchup
It'd be
stayed
like you
on
gotta
me. The
go to
Mountain Dew would go everywhere.
I got
know.
20.
So lay a tarp down.
I have
I
5.
still say you should do mustard for the clip, dude. Mustard.
Oh, that would be funny. Just add that on top.
20.
I want to see
How much,
chat.
Flo? Name your price.
I gotta
20.
figure out
Have
the
asked this
logistics
shit
of
if
this.
you're gonna
Like,
do it.
I think all the tarps
Someone
are
know,
like,
like, you know how this works. Put
no.
someone in the chat. Right?
20. I got.
So the fact that you're going to do this has been decided. We're
And we
merely
want tips.
negotiating a
We gotta do
price
this
now.
on powder. Let's do it on powder so we can like get some
Sorry, Flo. I should have been quiet.
Wait. We got to take it back to the more philosophical.
Oh my gosh,
side.
you guys, this is getting really exciting right now. I don't know
Lauren's freaked
why,
out.
but it is. Lauren's here, that's why. Hi, Lauren.
But does he have to take the Coke head off or on if he's going to do it Mountain Dew?
Oh,
I say take it off.
You can't do Mountain Dew. It'll go everywhere.
That's what we want, Chuck.
Yes, that's the plan. So you, what about in the snow? Ooh, $10 more.
Do like a
Flo, go to the garage and get a tarp now.
You just need a painter's class. You're good, dude.
Man, it's cold. It's cold.
Oh,
yes.
that means your nipples
trying to make
are
a hole out of
hard.
Flo.
Come on,
They're
Flo.
trying to hold me out.
You are
Yes, they are.
Okay,
the
so I'm gonna make
perfect
Flo
man to
come
do
out
this.
to like Arizona, and I'm gonna make him do it then. So get ready this summer. Mountain Dew and a wife beater, Flo.
I'm already on my way. I've even got my own salad
You
dressing.
better fucking be there, motherfucker.
All right, so here's
Uncle Snow and Cynthia.
I can tap in from my cell phone.
Yeah, you're there.
I can tap in
Where?
from my
Okay.
cell phone, and I can go in the shower, and I can do a glass for like
He's ready to do
$50.
A glass?
What? In the
I
shower?
want to see you
Right,
squeeze the
you heard it,
bottle.
You heard it,
$50
folks.
bucks.
No.
I mean, you
Oh,
could
you're gonna take
regulate
us
how
in
much
the
you pour on
shower with
yourself.
you?
You could do it slowly, you know,
Are
and
you
like
gonna
grab
take
a
the
towel.
shower on your phone?
I need
A little bit.
Looks like
Okay, half a bottle.
Two
I mean,
cups and a woman.
2 liter. 1
Okay.
liter.
I'll do
Let's
a
do it,
2
Lauren.
liter. I'll do a 2 liter for $150 for the shower. I'll do a glass for $75. That final
You're
price.
so expensive.
I know I am because
You know, pussy goes for $45, right?
It's cold. I don't want to pour a cold 2 liter on myself. It sounds not fun.
That's up to Lauren.
So those are my final prices. I've priced it at I don't know.
$5.50.
Well, how much for Katie to do it?
50.
What'd you say?
Look, I'll
Only
put
one's going
myself
through.
out.
Chuck, much respect, bud.
I said how much for Katie to do it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how much for you to stay on. the
Katie's
team.
got to do it too.
No.
White t-shirt
Yeah, maybe a
contest.
bronze.
White t-shirt contest. No, yeah. Both of you guys.
I'll buy the pussy for $45.
Street price.
Plus, you know, pussy costs $45 an hour street value right now.
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah,
I just
that's
want to feed that girl some
I don't
sugar
know who these
strawberries.
guys
Lauren, you're bold.
That's dope.
That's why we love you.
That's when you went to the clearance stroll. Yeah, it's not at the good stroll.
The good stroll.
Haven't you seen those videos here in Dallas?
You got a box of wine, Ezra?